The House of Representatives ultimately holds the power of the nation's purse, and the national budget sits atop all other concerns in their legislative agenda. Hence, the responsible committee began holding its first in a series of hearings over the next couple of weeks as they seek to pore over all items that make up next year's national financial plan of a shade under $3,800 billion. The details in this lower house's hurdle on next year's proposed budget in this report from Balita.
3.767 trillion pesos. This is a proposed budget for fiscal year 2018 by the Duterte administration. This is 12.4% higher compared to the 3.40 trillion budget for the year 2017. The House of Representatives started scrutinizing the proposed 2018 budget, which they called the budget that reforms and transforms, which was submitted by President Rodrigo Duterte to House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez and Senate President Aquilino Pimentel III during his second State of the Nation address last week. Among the government agencies, the education sector got the biggest allocation, amounting to 691.1 billion pesos.
Ang bulk ng budget natin mapupunta pa rin sa social services. Although makikita natin na tumaas ang economic services, kasama na dyan ang infrastructure. And yun pa rin ang direksyon ng ating administration na, of course, constitutionally speaking, mandato ng ating constitution na pinakataas na porsyento ng budget ay mapupunta sa edukasyon.
Other agencies with high budgetary allocations are the Department of Public Works and Highways, Department of Interior and Local Government, Department of Health, Department of National Defense, Department of Social Welfare and Development, Department of Transportation, Department of Agriculture, Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, and the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. House Appropriations Committee Chairman Congressman Carlo Nograles says that big chunk of the proposed budget will go to social services.
Kaya infrastructure ang fino-focus nila is because kailangan natin paabutin sa mga malalayong mga lugar, mga rural areas natin, ang development. With infrastructure to the rural areas, we can expect more development to come to the countryside.
With regard to the excluded budget for free college education as questioned by some congressmen, Finance Secretary Carlos Sonny Dominguez III says higher educational institutions may be required to provide scholarship to poor but deserving students. The deliberations of the 2018 budget will be tackled by the House of Representatives until August 24, after which it will be submitted to the Senate and then to the bicameral before finally submitted to the President. Reporting from the House of Representatives, Marita Muaje for The Nation.